Hi, I'm Stephanie Ferrari. I'm a registered dietitian living in Massachusetts. By the end of this video, you will also realize that I am not a baker. But lately I have been trying a little bit more. So today I decided I wanted to make some cookies for our family movie night. And I didn't have much in the pantry, so I actually looked around and decided that it was going to be oatmeal cookies because that's all the ingredients I had on hand. So I'm going to flip this camera around, show you what I have here. Let's see, I can't flip it around, so bear with me. So the first thing I have is oats, of course, for oatmeal cookies. We have eggs, and this is actually maple syrup because I do not have vanilla extract on hand, and so I looked up online how I could substitute for that, and I found out that you can use maple syrup. Who would have known? Then I have a cup of butter. This is actually vegan butter, and that's not because I'm vegan, because I am not, but my mom is. And so I think this is from some disastrous Thanksgiving cake I tried to make earlier this year. It did not work out. Okay, and then I have a cup and a half of flour here, and actually this is sifted together with baking soda and salt. And my mother would be very proud to know that I actually used a sifter this time. And not a fork, which is what I usually use. And finally, this recipe calls for 2 cups of brown sugar. Now, as a dietitian, not a huge fan of sugar, and that's okay because I have Swerve. And brown Swerve happens to be like one of my all-time favorite products because it does act, taste, smell like brown sugar, and it works really well. So the problem was that I didn't have 2 cups of it. So I had to use 1 cup brown Swerve and 1 cup regular brown sugar, which is fine. It still cuts the sugar content in half. And if you see here, it's a combination. So I had light brown sugar, and the darker one is the brown Swerve. And it's so cool because brown sugar in general is pretty neat, but this brown Swerve, look, it just feels, tastes, smells, like I said, it's just like brown sugar. It is such a game changer. I love it. Okay, so I tried to memorize the directions for the purpose of this video, so we're gonna see how it goes. I think the first thing I'm supposed to do is use the mixer to combine the brown Swerve and sugar with the vegan butter. Hold on, I have to put you down for a minute. Gotta scoop that butter right into the bowl. Okay, there we go. Everyone loves butter, even vegan butter sometimes. All right, and now I am supposed to mix it until it gets creamy, so here we go. And no, I don't normally wear a chef hat and an apron, but you know what? I'll do anything for fun these days. Okay, so that is done. Now I have to add the eggs one at a time, and the recipe it said that I didn't quite read that on time, so they're going in at the same time. Sorry, Food Network, thanks for the recipe, but here, we can try. Oh, I got one in. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to make this work. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now for the next egg. Alrighty, we're just gonna keep mixing it. So, I love the Swerve because my girls are totally prone to that sugar high, and then the subsequent sugar crash, and they can't tell when it's Swerve and not sugar, and I bet nobody really can. But I love that because they think they're getting a special treat, and while they are getting a special treat, it is just a little healthier than if it were to contain sugar. Okay, I think I'm supposed to mix in the maple syrup or the well, vanilla extract, but in this case it's maple syrup. So I'm gonna go for that. I hope that's the right one, but I'm not gonna pause to look it up. I'm just gonna go for it. See, there we go. Whoop, almost dropped the phone right in the batter. That would have been fun. Okay. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I got it all. Hold on, I have to use my trusty Swerve rubber spatula to get that all in. Alrighty. Best baking trio. Okay, here we go. Almost done. Alright. So now I'm supposed to mix in the dry ingredients slowly, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. Hey Rich, you want to come over here and help me?
Yeah.
Can you mix in the dry ingredients?
This one?
Yes.
First?
No, not that one. Slowly, nice and slow. There we go. What's that? I don't know what she's saying. It's probably that, I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's probably that the mixer is too loud and oh, turn it off is what she said. Okay, I'll turn it off right as soon as the cookies are ready. Now I'm scraping the flour into the bowl because I got stuck on the sides. I'm gonna mix it in a little more. I think this is ready. Yep. All right, well, I'm not gonna make you watch me spoon the cookies onto the cookie sheet, but that is the next step. And then I preheated the oven to 350, and I will come back and show you the masterpiece once it's ready. I think at this point, if you did have chocolate chips on hand, you could mix those in too. I think we're good. We can probably stop. We don't want to overmix. I think overmixing is a thing. Okay, see you back in a few. I just have to add that my actual favorite part of baking is eating like the raw dough, and I know that's a no-no, especially when there's eggs in it, but I mean, eggs are very highly pasteurized, and I've been eating, I don't endorse this, but I've been eating raw cookie dough for a long time. Just saying. It's good. Cookies are ready. What do you think, Maddie?
Good.
Good? All right. I guess that gives, oh, hold on. What do you think? Good? Yeah? You want another bite? Yeah. Do you want to sing a song for us?
No!
Okay. Well, here you go. Look. There are the cookies.
Goodbye!
They worked out.
Goodbye!
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.
Enjoy all your baking.
Goodbye!
Bye. Yum.